If you're looking for a good podcast to listen to,
Welcome back to Turn on the Game, the podcast, where we talk sports from a regular, everyday guy's perspective, similar to as if you were at your local barbershop or bar. No punches are pulled, no F's are given, just some guys letting you in on our respective opinions when it comes to sports and culture. I'm Frogg, and I am here with my three co-hosts, Coach Junior.
What up, what up?
Chris J.
What's going on, everybody?
Phil.
What up, what up?
And we are joined by Uncle Buck on the boards. This is December 20th, 2018. It is almost over.
Is this our Christmas special?
Is it? We got one next week, right?
After
Christmas is Monday, bro.
Tuesday.
Oh, okay. So that'll be the after Christmas special. So I guess this is. Hey, Merry Christmas, fellas. No Secret Santa for us.
Shout out to my grandbaby. Turned 11 today.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Savannah.
Happy birthday, Cuzzo.
11 years old.
So we talking. Of course, we talking sports.
10 more years, you can come on the show.
We gonna get into 10 more years. We gonna get into some. We're going to get into some politics. We're going to shake a tail feather on some politics today.
Yeah.
Man, there's some heat out there.
Yeah, I seen the conversation in the group text. Y'all onto something, but we're going to get into that. We're going to update everybody on the NFL, what's going on in there, as well as NBA and saying, Russ and the boys and what they doing. They got something special going right now.
They got it.
It's going to be an all-out war.
So anyway, how y'all feeling today, man?
Feeling good, man. I'm working tomorrow just a little bit before my holiday weekend begins.
Man, mine had already started.
Well, that's lovely.
Man, I just want to say we missed you, Uncle Phil.
So how you doing, man? Matter of fact,
we missed you, man.
Now that you back.
I'm good.
He about 40 pounds lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Man, we fresh cut.
Cheekbones are showing.
Looking like Joe Budden. Are you the real Joe
got
Budden?
cheekbones now.
Hey, man, we held it down the best we could.
What you looking at, nigga?
Me?
You, cheekbones. What you talking about, man?
No. I'm saying this is what I'm talking about on the show today.
Nah, you talking about this nigga cheekbones.
No, I said
like,
skinny.
Like feel of a panty dropper all of a sudden. This is for the panty dropper. Hey, man, are you still in concussion protocol?
Nah, man, I wasn't in concussion protocol.
You know what I'm saying? You tore up your little sister's truck and everything.
Hey,
How she feel about that?
You
can't be jumping at every rabbit to come at you.
Wow.
That's
what it was. You was dodging them rabbits.
Nah, man, a D-fool swerved into my lane when it was raining, and I had to swerve. And when I swerved, lost control.
Oh man,
was you by yourself?
Oh, you supposed to
let
them
hit you. You ain't up on game, bro.
Nah, I was in the middle. It was in the middle of that diesel, man.
We choose life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We don't take chances.
You got kids, man.
Yeah,
you got to leave something for the kids, man.
Nah, hey, man, me for right now, damn it. I think they'd rather have me than money right now.
No, but you let them graze you.
If he would have hit me, I was going up under them wheels, bro. I was gonna go up under them wheels, and I was like, I ain't gonna do that.
We'll put up a statue for you. You know what I'm saying? Put up a TOTG statue.
We got one right there. Vault Tech.
Hey, but we glad you're all right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I didn't hit nobody else, man. But the one thing I thought I was going in the incoming traffic, though. I was like, yeah. But
what would you do in that situation? Go on, let him hit you.
Oh no!
You went up under the. You went up after.
I'm gonna let him hit me.
Man, look,
because it ain't gonna follow me. It's gonna follow somebody else.
Now here's the thing. Me doing dispatch, I get to see all kind of accidents and all kind of pictures and stuff like that, man. And I seen something where a diesel kind of ran to the car and the car went up under the diesel and wheels came over.
Yeah.
So nah, bro, you ain't surviving.
If you ain't seen Fast and the Furious, you ain't seen nothing like this.
I'm
every Fast and the Furious movie got a diesel scene.
Look,
where you going up under?
Hey, look, that's a movie. That's a movie.
That's just because you like Vin Diesel. Every Fast and Furious has a diesel scene.
Well, you hate on me because you more of a rock guy. You like the rock.
All those diesel scenes.
Yeah, the Rock has he smelled what he's been cooking.
How many times you been ran over by that diesel?
You sound like
eight times.
You kind of sound like Dwight right about now. Dwight.
Hey, that was last week's episode.
What happened last week?
He mad because he in here sitting on pillows.
No. Last week we.
Hey, did you get that?
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, man. You heard about that?
Yeah, 6'11" bottom.
Y'all see that thing, Lil Duval? Lil Duval? He was at the game, and he like, man, D. Howard's still, he's still injured over there. He said, hope his
nerve damage.
Yeah, he said, man, his booty must be still hurt. He said his ass must be still hurt because he was sitting on a damn one of them
on the inflatables.
Yeah. He was sitting up about
on the donut.
Yeah,
on the donut.
Everybody else in the regular chair, he on the donut. Oh, here we go.
This dude.
We're gonna play.
You got on the phone.
Nigga, Dwight's still over there. He's still injured. His booty ain't healed.
Little Duval at the game.
Hey, Little Duval is a fool, man. If y'all don't follow that dude, y'all need to follow that dude. That dude is stupid, man.
He's still injured. Booty still hurt over there.
How you even come back to work after that? I can't do it, man. I'm going to hiding, man. I'm sorry. Y'all won't see me.
Ain't no hiding now, man. Ain't no hiding, man.
Ain't no
it's out.
So what? So now he EJ. Now he EJ. What's that nigga name?
Gerard Johnson.
Yeah. Now he Irvin Johnson Jr. So he got to come out. He got to live his best life.
Nah, he like them Collins twins. The one of them that was gay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was a smart.
That is gay.
That was a smart way to come out. Yeah. Or is he more
he's still
or is
coaching
he more Michael Sam?
Ain't he coaching?
Is that not the one that's on the Warriors bench?
I think that's the one that is on the Warriors bench.
Yeah. Is it Jason or
Jared?
Jared.
Yeah, one of them. What happened to Michael Sam?
That's what I said.
He was coaching.
Michael Sam's coaching?
I don't know.
I don't know. He got married and everything. They had
that's crazy.
Celebrity wedding.
Did you say celebrity wedding?
Well, Michael Sam's a football player.
Yeah, I know. It went to Missouri.
Yeah, I don't know about celebrity. I just said it, But anyway.
And on that note, we're going to take a pause for the calls, and we'll be back with Word on the Street with Chris J.
Turn on.
If you're looking for a good podcast to listen to, check out AKA's Steve and Demi. I'm Steve.
I'm Demi.
And Demi, I understand we're getting some good reviews for the show.
We've got some great reviews, Steve. LA Times says exceptionally clean, smooth, and easy drinking. CNN said smooth, I mean really smooth. Spirit Journal, impeccable quality, delicious.
I don't know that those sounds like things you would hear from the LA Times. What are you reading?
I'm just reading the label of a liquor bottle, actually.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate.
Yep.
All right, AKA Steve and Demi.
You can find us on any podcast library, apparently. I guess we've really made it in the world. Just search AKA Show.
He said, ooh.
What was that?
Ooh. Hey.
All right, we are back, and this is In the News with Chris J. I'm Chris J. If you just now tuned in for the first time. Man, Washington, what is going on? What's going on in D.C., y'all? I mean,
we talking politics.
Number 45 is he's really tearing some stuff up. I mean, you got the defense secretary resigning, right after he says that the war in Syria is over.
Who said the war in Syria is over?
DT.
45.
45. He's bringing the troops home, which is crazy. And he's doing like a rapid response to bring those troops home. Hey.
Maybe he want them home for Christmas. Maybe, be home
Hey
with their
man,
families.
that's no bueno,
What you mean?
man.
Hey, do you know how many people that just probably gonna die because of that?
Syrians? Is that
No.
what you're
I'm
asking?
talking about
Syrians,
U.S. troops. I'm
US
talking about
troops.
U.S. troops.
They're gonna die on their way back home? How they
Frog,
gonna-
you don't just pick up and hey,
And so
all
we-
5,000 just let's go home now. No,
That's like after a game. That's
No,
like
you
that's
don't.
like after a game. Everybody just pack up and say, "All right, Frog, we out."
yeah,
I
no,
think-
you do it in
Is
waves.
that what they do in the
You do it in waves.
They leave?
Everybody can't leave at the same time, so therefore there's going to be people left
Here we
behind.
go. Frog is in rare form today.
So people gonna be left behind. So those guys are gonna be unprotected. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. I mean, they're not going to be at full speed. You're right. Yeah, and ISIS they sit
They sitting in the cut,
They sitting in they sitting in the cut. Like, okay, go ahead.
and then the key thing is in Putin's final 2018 address, he said Donald's making a good decision.
Well, Putin the other day said he got some missiles waiting if Trump make the wrong move. So, Putin,
So let me ask you. We've heard since the running of the election that Donald Trump owed Russia a lot of money. Did everybody hear that?
How does he owe a country money? An individual.
The president.
Is that what you're saying? The individual owes the
Putin.
country or
Yeah,
Russia?
you talking about Putin.
How would he owe Putin? I mean, that means that they have business deals. Is that what you're
dude, he
saying?
has ordered to withdraw half the troops in Afghanistan. This is insane. This is insane.
He's trying. What I think he's trying to do is he's really trying to get votes, bring these people home.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it's
that's-
doing, but it's not smart, right?
Well, in my thing, it was one guy that made a comment today. There's gonna be war. Either we can have it in their turf or our turf. So no matter what happens, either it's gonna be there or it's gonna be here.
Lindsey Graham said today that based on his assessment in Afghanistan, if we withdrew anytime soon, it would be paving the way for the second 9/11. That's what he said. He's a Republican.
But a lot of these guys, man, I mean, think about how many people have resigned, quit. Now you got people about to face jail time.
He's changing
How long do you think he has before it? I mean, the ship's sinking.
It's
We all
already
know that.
imploded. Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, Donald Trump is hearing impeachment, so he's trying to get everything chaotic,
So
so they can take the talk off of impeachment.
y'all honestly
but that's
think
stupid.
that after what happened in 9/11, we gonna just get snuck like that again? Y'all honestly think that's gonna happen again?
Frog, have you ever heard of sleeper cells? Have you heard of cells that
nigga, I'm
live
one.
within the U.S.? There's people
Yes.
within the U.S. right now that
I
want to
know,
kill.
yeah, but
so it's
we
possible.
got intelligence agencies that track these people.
I mean,
You know
but
what
they
I'm
not.
saying?
But
And
they're not tracking the homegrown.
Everything's
Since-
not everything's not foolproof.
They're not. You got to think about it like this. They're not tracking the homegrowns. We can't even stop a
They
kid
not
from
they
going
not
in
taking
there.
nothing for
They are.
They ain't taking nothing for granted.
But they
these
are, though.
days when it comes
'Cause
to
you gotta think-
terrorism. Y'all talking about
what is somebody going into a school and shooting up a school?
man,
That's a
some
terrorist
dumbass
act.
kid making a dumbass act.
That's a terrorist
I'm
act.
talking about the shit that they did on 9/11 that was organized.
It ain't gonna be. It
They
ain't
not-
gonna be
we not
like
gonna get
that.
snuck
They're
like
not gonna
that again.
use.
You
They're
can't
not gonna
compare
use planes. They're not gonna
school
use stuff like
shootings
that.
to mass terrorism. It's just
I mean,
don't
you
equate.
can.
You can't.
Okay, let me ask you something.
You can't.
Let me ask you something. Did you think the shooting in Las Vegas? You think that was an act of terror?
Yes, it's a mass shooting.
Okay. So
He
So-
targeted those individuals.
okay, but you said that we have so much intelligence that we we will snuff them out.
Okay. Let me clear the air for you motherfuckers in this room.
I've been to war.
I'm talking
in the military.
I'm talking about the terrorism overseas versus not homegrown terrorism where a dude just decides he Timothy McVeigh for a day. I'm talking about the stuff that's gonna come from overseas. That's what I'm talking. That's what they're using the intelligence for. Ain't nobody checking for no everyday guy that's just sitting at home calculating the data he's gonna go shoot up a concert.
But what I'm saying is those people. There's people here in the country right now
like that.
That's doing that. That's setting up for something like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And just because you say the second 9/11 don't mean that it's going to be the same
method. Yeah.
Didn't nobody say that either. But all I asked was, you don't think that they ready for that?
No.
You think we just gonna get hit again?
Well, with the leadership that we have,
there's a possibility that we can.
Hell, North Korea got damn missiles that can reach the U.S. right now.
And they ain't got us yet. This must be a reason.
They haven't
for that.
tried.
It must be a reason for that.
Hey man, I gotta let's take a pause for the calls because this is crazy. I can't even imagine. You can't
imagine
we need to jump on something else. We need to jump on something else, man. I put my life on the line for this right here, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that. And you don't give a fuck. I know. You don't give two fucks of what I went through. You know what I'm saying? You think it was just a cakewalk. And I applaud you too, nigga. I'm part of that 1% that went, homie.
Much respect. Much respect. But just because I got a difference of opinion don't mean that I'm anti-American, like you're trying to say.
I never said you're anti-American.
That's what you're getting at. That's what you're getting at.
I'm getting at nowhere. I'm gonna let you.
I salute you, my nigga.
All right, appreciate it.
Good for you.
Appreciate it. And let's take a pause for the calls.
The fuck this got to do with sports anyway?
We'll come back. It's in the news, dude.
I'm Michael Eric Owen.
And I'm DT of the One Mic, One Voice podcast.
A show that is created to give space where your voice, ideas, and informed opinions can be heard, appreciated, and debated.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, One Mic, One Voice podcast. Follow us on our Twitter, the number 1 Mic _ the number 1 Voice. Or follow us on Instagram at One Mic, One Voice.
You can also listen to us on Podbean, Stitcher, and iTunes. And if you want to email us at contact@onemikonevoice.com.
And if you just want to get all of our content, go to onemikonevoice.com or blackenstudios.com.
Oklahoma Humanities Brain Box podcast uses the humanities to take listeners on a deep dive into the issues affecting American society and culture. Join some of Oklahoma's most interesting and knowledgeable humanities scholars to explore how history, literature, ethics, philosophy, and other humanities fields inform our understanding of current events and the human experience. And to find the Brain Box podcast, simply search Brain Box Podcast on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and any other podcasting library. If you have any ideas or comments rattling around in your noggin, email us at brainbox@okhumanities.org.
We got the Thunderdome, or we talking NFL?
Whatever y'all want to talk about. It's y'all show. Do what you do.
Hey man, I'm about to check out for the day.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to check out for the day.
I'm
gonna let y'all finish this show because this didn't turn into something it don't need to be at right now.
So what's on the agenda?
I don't know.
But go Thunderdome real quick.
Thunderdome.
Westbrook, the crossover drive, and throws it down. There it is, that nuclear athleticism from Russell Westbrook.
So, Thunderdome, what's the Thunder's record right now, man?
29?
20-9, sitting at what?
3?
Sitting at 3 in the West?
They jumped to 2.
They jumped to 2.
Okay.
So it's Denver, them, and
The
Golden
20 and
State?
10.
20 and 10. So it's them. I mean, it's Denver.
Denver's 21 and 9.
21. So Denver's first. Thunder second.
Warriors third.
So do we got a little bit more respect for Schroeder now?
Man, when do we not have respect for Schroeder?
I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question.
I respect him. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
And it's 6 man of the year.
Oh, easy.
I don't know about all that.
Easily.
Who can contest him?
Yeah.
Who you think? Who you feel that can contest him? Because Lou Will's starting now, so you can't say him.
Nah.
Jamal Crawford, ain't heard of him this year at all.
I don't know. That's always so tightly contested. They ain't never really run away when it comes to 6 man.
Because I don't know any other 6 man that's average at at 19 a game.
Yeah.
Is that what he's averaging right now?
He's up there, bro.
And about 5 assists.
Yeah, he's up there. Let's see.
So let me ask y'all this: do y'all consider Oklahoma City having a big 3 now?
Shorter average than 16, 4, and 4.
16, 4, and 4.
Shooting 42%.
I don't think outside of Golden State Warriors there's anything such as a big 3 anymore.
I mean,
wow.
I think we need to see this all year from Adams though, because last year he had spurts of this.
Adams, I would never consider him as a big 3.
I think Adams is
he's solidified.
I mean, I'm just saying, he's solidified as a big man. We said that he's a top 5 center in the league, But I'm talking about to be considered that big 3. Like the other day, he had 20 and 23. You know what I'm saying? But we need to see that more often from him.
He averaging 16 and 10.
16 and 10, but we need that 20 and 10 for my big man. For me to just be like, okay, if we get this for the rest of the year, then next year I'd be like, okay, yeah, the Thunder got a real big 3.
I mean, I wouldn't say a big 3.
You know what I'm saying? Because if he's doing that,
you got to.
I would never call that a big 3.
Why?
Steven Adams.
Explain why.
Because Steven Adams is not. You can't put him in that category.
He's not a.
You just can't.
But that's why I'm saying, like, if he does this if he's doing a 20 and 10 for the rest of this year and he averages that, next year I can consider that a big 3. This year averaging 16 and 10, I can't. I'm not saying that he's going to be a big 3 right now. Next year,
give me 20 and 10.
20 and 10, I can see him being a big 3.
I'll think about it.
I see a big 3.
So who is?
I mean, he's dominating, but
who's stopping Steven Adams on the block? Tell me who's stopping Steven Adams.
Steven Adams.
But the question is,
Steven Adams.
No.
Steven Adams is stopping Steven Adams. Steven Adams ain't. You act like he got a bag full of tricks that he can just go to at any moment.
And that was gonna be my thing. My thing is his points are coming. His points are coming off pick and rolls and putbacks.
But the thing is,
he got some post moves. And he got that little jump hook, man. Yeah,
that's what I
said.
He's got a couple of things that he's been working on that he's improved on.
Everything that he does.
Everything. What do you mean?
Man, passing the ball. He's giving assists.
That don't make him a big 3.
Passing.
How many assists is he averaging, Chris?
Man, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all the offensive rebounds, all the tap backs.
Yeah, offensive rebounds.
Again, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. His stuff is coming. Yeah, his stuff is coming off putbacks, offensive rebounds, which is what he's supposed to do. I'm not saying that, but would you tell me right now? Would you isolate him on Boogie right now?
No way.
Would you isolate him? Give him the ball 1-on-1 versus Boogie right now.
Not
1-on-1 versus Anthony Davis.
Not with
right
one
now.
Achilles.
1-on-1 with the center from Denver right now. You wouldn't do it because he wouldn't be able to do anything with it. His stuff is coming.
When we played center against Denver, he did pretty well.
He did pretty well, but he's moving around and he's getting open because of what Russ and what PG and what Schroeder, what those guys are doing.
I mean, why is that his fault?
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Okay. But that's any center in the league, and you can't downplay Steven Adams because.
Perfect example. Look at this. Look.
No, we're not downplaying Steven Adams.
I'm not downplaying him. What I'm saying is, you like the center from Denver. You will isolate him on Steven Adams.
Steven Adams is no shit.
You will isolate Anthony Davis.
No,
you
are doing that.
I said you will. You will. If he's down there, you'll give him the ball and let him work out.
But Anthony Davis is pretty much having to carry his team. So you talking about Anthony Davis as a big man.
So let me ask you this because I know where you're going at with this one. Let me ask you this question pertaining to what you're saying right now.
Listening.
You swap out Anthony Davis with Steven Adams. Do we have a big 3?
No.
Yes, we do.
No,
man, come on, man.
No. I was looking at as far as the other team.
Oh no, I'm talking about our team. Yeah.
The other night against Denver, he had 26 and 14 with 11 offensive rebounds.
Right.
against Denver.
Right.
The center from Denver.
He. No, what I'm saying. Adams is big, man. Look, Adams is huge, man. He's a big dude. He's like, and you can't move him.
No, I'm talking about that was
against
Denver.
That was against
Jokic.
Jokic. Yeah.
And then against Anthony Davis, he had 20 and 6.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is his points is coming from within the offense or within the breakdown of the offense. What I'm saying is, to consider him a big three, like Paul George,
you got to be able to give him.
You got to be able to give him the ball and let him work.
Yeah.
You got to be able to do that at every big three. Even when you had Chris Bosh, you can give the ball to him and he'll work and he'll get that money. With Steven Adams is, okay, I'm big. Let me get this offensive rebound. I'm gonna put it back up. I'm gonna go to the free throw line. Okay, let me go set this screen. Let me roll. Okay, they're gonna double Russ or PG. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna get this dunk. That's where his stuff comes. You won't isolate him in a one-on-one and let him work.
But what I'm saying is, y'all are talking about Adams. You pull AD, and it's possible it's gonna happen next season. You pull him off the Pelicans. He's playing more than just on the block. His position ain't a 5 like Steven Adams. The ball is in his hand 75 to 80% of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're making our point for us though. You're saying that
No. I'm making the point is y'all are trying to downplay Steven Adams playing him against hold up. Playing him against Anthony Davis. With 75 to 80% of the time, the ball is in his hand because he don't have a real point guard on his team.
Jrue Holiday is a real point guard.
So then, if he's a real point guard, why is the ball in the 5's hand?
Because he's a generational player.
He's a superstar.
You give him the ball.
But that's what I'm saying.
Steven Adams is not.
Steven Adams have Hall of Famers and All-Stars that's on his team. Jrue Holiday is not not an All-Star.
No, that's why they losing.
My point exactly.
No,
that's why the ball is in his hands 75 to 80% of the time.
Here's the thing.
When DeMarcus Cousins was on the Kings, who else was on the Kings?
There was no big three there. The question is, do we have a big three? The answer is no. And the reason we don't have a big three is because nobody's game planning for Steven Adams.
Well, they don't have to game plan to be a big three.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
You do.
Come on.
I think they may be.
They game plan. They game plan to keep him off the offensive board. That's their game plan.
They're not
make sure you block him out.
Make sure you put a body on him. Always put a body on.
You get the rebound first.
It doesn't work though.
But it's not.
Clearly, it doesn't work.
That dude is huge.
It's not. We're gonna double team Steven Adams and let everybody else do their thing, and then we can live with it.
You can't when you got two other All-Stars.
I'm my point.
I'm going to tell you, before the end of the year, they're going to have to figure out something to stop Steven Adams.
Yeah, stop him.
I mean, we know that from last year.
Come on, Frogg. You talking about stopping him from what? Come on, man.
Hey, man, he got 20 rebounds the other day. 10 of them, 11 of them rebounds was offensive. So he put up 5 layups. That's 10 points. What are you talking about? He's not unstoppable. You're not giving him the block on the ball on the block, and he's going to work. He is getting his through hard work.
No.
I ain't taking nothing away from him, but you're making it seem like
the other night, the first 10 points
was Steven Adams. They fed Steven Adams on the block.
That was designed by the coach to get him in the game. Because after that, it's all over. It's Russ and PG. After that, it's Russ and PG. So we get him involved in the game, so he stays. His mind is in the game the whole time because he got fed.
As a coach,
what that shows me is that he can do that.
No, as a coach, I see both sides. I see where Frogg coming from. What they're doing is, let's go ahead and establish inside out. You know that. Inside out. That's what you establish as a coach. Let's go ahead and feed this. Let's feed the post. Let's get some penetration. Dump it off in the little 10, 15 foot where he can do his little hook shot that he has established this year. So we did that. And once that comes in and everybody sinks in, who does that open it up for? That opens it up for PG. That opens it up for Russ. That opens it up for everybody else.
Okay, but without Steven Adams doing that, it doesn't open it up for Russ. It doesn't open it up for PG.
At that point in time, they're going to open it up for themselves. He's just trying to.
It makes it harder. It makes it harder on them.
Not to get his dude number.
If he's not,
how are we not giving him respect? We're giving him respect. I'm giving him respect. I'm not saying nothing.
Is this bizarre world today? Is something going on that I ain't know about? The fuck is the shit coming out my mouth in reverse or something? Ain't nobody said we ain't giving him respect.
We giving him respect.
We just said it ain't no big three with this dude or what, nigga?
All right.
I'm just saying. Y'all twisting what we saying.
So Golden State is the only one in the league that can have a big three.
That's the only team in the league with.
Who's their big three? Who's their big three?
KD, Steph, and Clay. You can even take KD, Steph.
I'm telling you,
Clay. I'm telling you, big three now.
No, hold on. I can tell you like this. You can take it. You can take that out, and you can say, because he's back now, Steph, Boogie, and KD.
Before KD was there.
Playing?
Yeah, he's back now.
Before KD was there, their big three was Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean
that's what they big three was.
He's back, but they gonna limit his minutes. He's been playing with the D League and everything.
Right.
He's playing, but if you want to say they big three, that's gonna be their big three.
I mean, I
you know what I'm saying? So if you go look at the Lakers don't have a big three.
Heck no.
You go look at Boston. Boston proved that they don't have a big three. You go look at Toronto. They don't have a big three. They just got Kawhi, and Kawhi's balling his ass off.
Hey, I'm gonna ask this question. So the big three in Golden State, are they gonna have design plays for Boogie? Or is Steph and Clay, KD gonna keep on shooting the way they do?
No, they're gonna have a design play for Boogie.
Do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth?
Yes, I do.
Boogie gonna have some design plays, bro.
Come on, man.
He gonna have some design plays.
Come on, man. Boogie is a generational player. They got three and a half generational players on their team, man. That's considered the big three to me. We don't have that. We got
3.5.
I say because Clay maybe.
Clay is gonna be a Hall of Famer just because it's shooting.
Right.
I'm putting this on the wood right now. OKC and the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
I believe that.
I think I can see it happening.
I believe that.
And then by the end of the season, we're gonna see how it all works out.
But here's what's gonna happen. If Steven Adams keeps playing the way he is, let's even see if he makes the All-Star team. Because last year,
it's not even. He should have been an All-Star last year.
Thank you. Because guess what? The only people, the fans, the fans only vote. Think about it. The fans only vote the starters. Coaches vote the rest of them. So by coaches' standards, he wasn't the All-Star last year. That's by coaches' standards. That's by people in the league. So
nobody said he hasn't gotten. He's improved.
Steven Adams
every single
improved
year.
every year. Every single year.
He's still got ways to go.
He got a high ceiling.
But
if he can establish
there's no
15-foot jumper,
no disrespect in saying he's a very good player. He's not elite.
You know, I just don't see it. If he averages 20 and 10 for the rest of this year, and then come next year, I can see that them having the big three. Every year his stats. If you go back and look at his stats, every year his stats has in every category has took a bump.
Now, if he led the league in, like, if he was in top 5 in 3 or 4 categories, then yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's top 5 in shooting percentage.
He's not.
Who's top 5?
Rudy Gobert, Clint, Montrez, JaVale, and DeMontis.
Where is he at?
He might be 6. Let me see.
Because last 10 games, 60%. I mean,
DeAndre 6, Derek Favors, Pascal, Sec, and then he's 9th in percentage.
In percentage?
Field goal percentage at 59%.
Now, how many minutes is played?
What you mean?
I mean, right here, he's averaging about 30 minutes a game. Steven Adams. He's averaging about 30 minutes a game, averaging about 10 rebounds per game.
All I'm saying is, for him, in my eyes, this is my opinion. This is I don't think I own the whatever. This is just my opinion. If I see his name in defensive leaders, like in rebounds, blocks, and field goal percentage, I'm just saying top 5 out of all those, then yes, to me he's elite.
So right now, this year, 33.4 minutes, 6 made field goals, 11 attempted a game.
He's only 25.
So here's the thing that I see by looking at these stats. He's only averaging 11 attempts a game. So that means that if he got 5 in the first quarter, he only had 5 to 6 for the rest of the game left. Right?
Yeah.
59% field goal percentage. He's averaging about 5 free throws a game. Free throw percentage 56%. 10 rebounds. 1 assist.
Are you looking
not
at
even
him?
yeah. Not even 1 block per game. 1 steal per game. So if you look at that and you say that, would you say if the name wasn't there, if you just looked at those stats, is that a big three? Is that somebody who's a part of a big three?
No.
Just by looking at their stats?
No, but he does what I'm
he
trying
does,
to
he
say.
Does, he does much more than that.
What I'm saying is he does more than what the stats show.
Yeah, I mean, with the picks, with the physicality, with all of that, yes, he does. But when you look at those stats, only taking 11 shots per game as a big three.
But that's saying if you're only looking at stats from a coach's perspective, you can't just look at the stats and say, oh well, man, this cat, he ain't doing nothing, so we're not even gonna plan for him.
I mean, by the stats, he's doing something. He's doing what he's supposed to do. The 10 rebounds per game is showing that. The double digit in points is showing that because he's averaging, if you take two, because we know he don't shoot threes,
but what I'm saying
he's averaging about 15 to 16 a game.
You just can't look at a set of stats and determine a player. You have to see what all takes place in a game to say what a player actually is.
So, yeah, but the point is, Steven Adams, there's nothing that you can pinpoint to say, okay, we got to stop him from doing this every single.
Yes, you can.
What?
Offensive rebounding. That's one thing that he does
but that's
great.
We talking about a big three player though. That's an average everyday power forward center. You make sure they don't on the block getting rebounds.
Can we find out how many offensive rebounds he averages? I'm talking about leaders in offensive rebound.
He has certain skill set that you can go to at any given moment, and he can't be stopped. He doesn't have that.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, on any game that's played, you can't say we're just gonna focus on Russ and Paul.
Why not?
We ain't gonna worry about Steven Adams.
Longest, all I'm gonna say is key on Russ and Paul, and make sure.
And then Steven Adams gonna bust y'all ass the game.
I live with that. Long as Russ and Paul ain't busting my ass, I can live with Steven Adams doing that. Because all he gonna give me is 16 and 10. Then I keep them under 30. We good.
16 and 10 got him 20 and 10.
So I mean, I mean,
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand exactly what you said.
I will let a Steven Adams
beat you.
Not every game.
I will let him
not
get
every
his.
Not every game.
No, I ain't talking about every game. We can't. We talking scenario where you got a key on more than just Russ and PG. We don't have that yet. We don't.
Yeah, I mean, not in the starting lineup, but
no.
but in the overall, if you look at the Thunder, there's 3 guys that you got a key on: Russ, PG, and Schroeder.
You ain't really got a key on Schroeder.
You do, because I'm gonna tell you this. Besides people who have an elite point guard, you can take Schroeder and put him on any other team, and he's a starter.
Schroeder is a starter in the league. Yes.
So
is he elite? No.
I mean, the thing.
Well,
his numbers.
He's more Raymond Felton than he is Russ.
No.
He's more closer to Russ than he is.
I'm talking
Raymond.
in the scale. I'm not saying he's Raymond Felton. I'm talking in the scale.
Ask what's wrong with you?
I'm talking in the scale.
I mean, I would say he's a lot more than #solid. As Chris called him a couple of years ago.
Absolutely. If you a starter in the league, you way more than solid. I mean,
he could be a starting league because when Russ is out, he's running that offense better than Russ.
He could be starting in Atlanta again.
Right. I mean, he's running the offense better than Russ. The team until now, I would say Russ's game has changed these past few games.
Of course.
It's changed, but before then, I would say that Schroeder ran that offense better than Russ. And still averaged about 18 a game.
That's because they got different mindsets. To be honest with you,
right? But what I'm saying is, and that's going against the elite point guards of the league when they play.
Right,
Boston.
If Russ ain't there, they got to play as a cohesive unit. He's got to play. Schroeder's got to play within the playbook, within the parameters of the playbook. Russ is an Hall of Fame elite player who can do whatever he want when he got the ball. You understand what I'm saying?
But guess what?
Schroeder can't do that. He gonna sit down if he do that.
That doesn't lead to wins right now.
I understand that, but I'm just saying the difference between the two.
But Russ is starting to understand and starting to see that.
Russ is seeing Paul George for what he is, and he's making sure Paul George is leading the team.
And you know what? He's making sure Paul George and he's making sure that Steven Adams is eating.
Similar to like Wade and LeBron in Miami. Instead of Wade fighting against it, trying to stay his team, He let LeBron take over
So
and make it his team.
There was a question that was posed on, I think, First Take or The Jump today. I got a chance to kind of sit down and watch it. Is PG getting MVP votes? Do y'all think he's getting MVP votes?
He should be.
He's getting MVP votes, but is he gonna win MVP?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No. I mean, Giannis is running away with this right now.
Giannis ain't even gonna win it. He ain't gonna win MVP. They're gonna give it to LeBron because he got a terrible squad, and they're gonna make it the playoffs. They probably gonna be a fifth or fourth seed.
I don't know if Milwaukee gets that first or second seed. Well, it's between right now. It's between Kawhi, and it's between Giannis.
I can't see Kawhi.
Dude, hey, Toronto
balling.
Hey, Toronto is balling, and they're balling because of who? They're balling because of who?
Here's the thing about Toronto, though. To be honest with you, ain't nobody really said this yet, but you go back last year, they had DeMar DeRozan. They had a similar record.
That is true, but they also don't have all the same pieces that they had last year.
All it is now is Kawhi is better than DeMar DeRozan, and it's more flashier because he's better, and because of the controversial trade, and the simple fact that he may still leave Toronto at the end of the year. All the spotlight is on Toronto, and then they got a good record. Last year they had a good record. Wasn't nobody really saying that because it was expected, but LeBron was still in Cleveland, so that was like, LeBron got their number. Now ain't nobody. LeBron ain't in the East to stop Toronto.
Like I said, right now, my MVP favors right now. We coming up to almost halfway of the season, which is crazy. It's like the season just flew by.
Yeah.
But right now, my front runners for MVP is Kawhi and Giannis. I mean, Lakers is doing their thing. Yeah, over Bron.
I got LeBron.
Over Bron. Giannis is balling his tail off.
He's still one-dimensional to me.
Hey, it don't matter. He's balling. And then Kawhi, he's still doing it on both ends. And before he was hurt in San Antonio, was he not an MVP candidate?
I would put KD up there above.
KD got all that drama going on out there, man. That whole Golden State thing is about to implode. So, because you think about it, Boogie's gone after this year. Boogie's just gonna go get him a ring. He gone after this year. Draymond see that they don't care about him in Golden State really because they suspended him after the KD thing. So he feels that they chose KD's side over that whole little issue.
Draymond ain't going nowhere.
Oh, Draymond gone.
He's staying where the money at.
Oh, he gone.
Because KD gonna leave. He ain't going. He ain't got to go nowhere. He's staying.
Talking about suspensions. Let's talk about Oklahoma City, Chicago Bulls. What did y'all think about that whole saga?
I don't see why Schroeder. I guess Schroeder came off the bench, right?
Schroeder and Raymond Felton got suspended for a game without pay.
For coming off the bench?
For coming off the bench.
That's been rule. That's been a rule since
it's been a
Detroit.
rule. It's been a rule. My question is, how come old boy Dunn wasn't ejected from the game?
What did Chris Dunn do?
He the one who pushed.
He the one that shoved Russell Westbrook.
Why would he get ejected for shoving him? I don't
understand. I mean, he should have got tech. He wouldn't have got ejected. It wasn't like.
It was just a shove.
They gave him double text.
They gave him double text. So I mean, he got.
Russ shoved him first.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Russ gave him a little veterans. Get off.
Yeah, I mean, he gave him a little like.
Hey, that's what caused Chris Dunn to retaliate.
But what they say, it's always the second person to get caught, man.
But I'm just saying, but y'all can't glaze over the fact.
No, they got
double. They both Chris Dunn started.
They both got double text.
They was intertwined in the play. The play ended.
Russ
and they got off each other. Now they both did it, and then Dunn shoved him. It wasn't just Russ saying, "Get off me, nigga."
Yeah,
and then Dunn comes.
It was.
That's Russ's mentality.
Walked up on him.
But that's his mentality.
What the hell's going on, Russ lately anyway? He's getting more tees. I mean, he's acting like I don't know. He pissed me off last night though.
Well, he's just
got
frustrated.
A tee in the first quarter.
He's just frustrated. He's frustrated because he's going through a slump, which every player goes through.
He ain't going through no slump. He almost had a quadruple double last night.
No.
Yeah, but it's low though. Them points is low.
I think he takes the win over the points.
Well, he does.
He's as most efficient he's ever been. He's as most efficient he's ever been right now.
Agree or disagree?
How far
The last 5 games?
How far did he fall down on his percentage?
The percent here's the thing. He's doing more with less.
More for me. Could you pull up Russ?
Because
stats?
what he's doing is he's allowing those like Steven Adams and Paul George and
to.
Schroeder. He's becoming the leader that he should have been a long time ago. It ain't about to him. He's turned the switch to where it ain't about all the points. He can still get his triple double and not have 30.
Well, no, I'm not talking about.
And when that happens, they win though.
Yeah.
But he's frustrated with himself by the way he's playing.
But he's playing good.
Him as a player is different than what we see as spectators. He's frustrated with himself for poor free throw shooting.
Bottom.
I'll give you that one.
He's lagging on his decision making. He's hesitating.
38%.
I don't think that he's all the way healthy.
He's not 100%. No, and that might be where it really
the frustration stems from.
But that is probably forcing him to be a smarter, more cerebral player the way he is now.
But that still don't.
I mean, if you look at this stats, his career is 22.9, 8, and 10. Right now, this man's averaging another triple double for the 3rd season in a row.
Well, I'm not saying that.
What I'm saying is it's efficient. It may not be as high because you got to think about it. He has to understand in his mind, if he's frustrated with himself, that PG's his stuff has came up more.
Read what Tracy McGrady said about Westbrook.
Westbrook has learned from his KD experience, so he's understanding now. I don't think he's frustrated with that.
The things he did when he had KD, if he's doing those things that he's doing now with PG, they would have won a chip a long time ago.
I'm just saying that as a player, no matter how you play and how other people see how you play, you're still the number one judge of how you play yourself.
I understand that, but
that's all I'm saying.
How can you be so sure that he's frustrated with how he's playing? He could be frustrated with the injury. He could be frustrated. I mean, who says he's even frustrated?
You can tell how he plays.
How?
Man, come on, man.
I think he plays with that chip on his shoulder. To me, he doesn't look any different from last year.
He's a competitor, and a competitor on any sport.
He's a lion.
He gets frustrated.
He's been the same.
If I'm not doing what I know I can do at 100%, it's gonna frustrate me, no matter how well I'm playing.
At any point,
but to me,
he can go out and be the old Russ, and they will lose.
Anybody can. We can all say that.
He can go out and be the old Russ, and they will lose.
Nobody's saying that he cannot.
He's changed his game so they can win. They wouldn't be number 1, number 2 in the West without him changing his game. It wouldn't happen. They wouldn't be a cohesive unit. These new cats that they got on here wouldn't be able to work the way they work and grow the way they've grown without him changing his game.
Nobody is saying that.
That shouldn't lead to frustration. I don't think it leads to frustration.
That question that was just on there said, who's benefiting more by the way that Russ is playing? PG-13, Russ himself, or Billy Donovan?
It's absolutely Billy Donovan because he's got an extension because of this crap.
He's
got new life.
But then look at PG.
But that was sarcastic. That was the sarcastic answer.
Right. But look at PG. Look at PG though. PG's stats has went up, but is that from him saying that, hey, I had that elbow issue that I was dealing with last year and I had it corrected, so I'm doing better, or is that because of Russ?
Yeah, that was an excuse.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it like sitting back and thinking that even if I'm Russ, even if I'm a lion, even if I'm that aggressive or that competitive, you got to sit back and look at it and say, hey, this 20, 10, and 10 that I'm doing right now is better than me getting the 30, 10, and 10 that I was getting a year or 2 years ago.
Absolutely.
Y'all don't get what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying anything against what y'all are saying, how he's a better player, but as a player, judging yourself on how you play, and you know how you play, you're going to be critical of yourself.
I get that, but what makes you think that he's frustrated with his play right now?
I don't think he's frustrated with his play. I think he just plays with that chip on his shoulder.
He plays with emotion, period. He's always always will. No matter
Chris,
how high or low he plays.
I don't know. He seems a little more
just
angry.
Aggressive.
Hell, he might not be getting no sleep from them twins.
That could be it.
I don't know.
But do you think he's frustrated with his play?
I can see him probably. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, he's not used to being in a slump like this. I mean, shooting 20% from the free throw. I mean, that's just insane.
I mean, that's crazy.
That happened one game, but I mean, still. I mean, he's shooting 60% from the free throw right now, overall.
And 2 years ago, he was at 87%.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can see him being frustrated when he goes to the line, takes a little deep breath, and he missed the free throw. Yeah, on a consistent basis as of late.
So he's not particularly shooting well. Okay, I can give you that. He's not shooting well. I mean, he's 43% from the field, 25% from the three.
But he's on par. If you look at his career, he's on par with his career.
But he's averaging 20.
Like
10,
career. Look, field goals made 8 for his career, 8 for the season.
And they're 20 and 10.
Field goal attempts is 18.6 this year. His career is 18.4.
I'm gonna be upset with my shooting percentage.
His field goal percentage is 43.
I'm gonna take the W's.
43%.
Well, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's not happy with the W. But as a competitor, if I'm 89% 2 years ago and now I'm at 60%, I mean, is that reason for me to be frustrated with myself?
Absolutely.
But that's
all I'm saying.
But that's frustrating at the free throw line. That's not in his play, because if you look at his play for his career and his play for this year, everything was equaled out. It's damn near the same. Only thing that's different is his free throw percentage. So yeah, when he gets to the line, that's a reason to be frustrated. But for his play, I wouldn't be frustrated with that if I'm averaging basically for my career basically the same thing. 8 field goal made a game, 18 field goal attempts a game. 43% this year, 43% for my career. So I mean, it's not a difference, but I understand where you're coming from with the free throws. With the free throws, yeah, 80% for his career and he's 60% this season. Obviously, be frustrated. But guess what? You're paid to play. Get your ass in the gym and work on the free throws. Run some lines, run some stuff. Get tired as hell and go shoot free throws.
Question: are the Thunder better this year than last year?
Yes. Yeah, way better. 100% better. Jeremy Grant is probably the most improved player.
Right.
So let me ask y'all this question. Andre Roberson gets healthy.
Sit his ass on the bench. I don't like him. You can trade him for all I give a damn.
Where?
That took a turn.
Yeah, he's not going to fit.
Where's he going?
He doesn't fit.
Somebody tell me where he's going.
He's not going to fit.
You know where he's going?
Terrence
He's going
Ferguson?
straight to the starting lineup because Billy Donovan's an idiot.
Well, Terrence Ferguson really don't do nothing, though.
Terrence Ferguson?
No, I'm talking about Roberson.
No, I know what you're talking about.
I think that might benefit getting Terrence Ferguson out. Terrence Ferguson stand around.
I tell you like this.
He stands around.
Let me take that back.
He's keep him, 19, though.
Keep him, and you put him on the best between 3 to 1. You put him on the best player on the team, and you give PG and Russ a break on defense.
That's probably what they're gonna do.
I would start Roberson.
I'll start him and do that
over Ferguson.
Over Ferguson. That's what I said. That's why I said let me take that back.
I would start him. I would start
because he's not going to demand the ball. He's not going to do
one stipulation.
He don't want the ball.
One stipulation. You shoot no corner threes, player.
No, let him shoot the corner threes because that's his best shot.
I ain't seen too many of them corner threes hit the side of the back.
But that is his best shot.
Don't shoot it at all.
Don't shoot it at all.
Only layups and dunks.
Cut to the hole. Layups and dunks. That's it, man. That's it. It's got to have a caveat.
But I don't think he's gonna play this year.
No, he can dunk. He be dunking sometimes.
He can dunk.
Yeah, he can dunk every now and then.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play this year though. I
don't think so. I think it's worse than what they.
I think they need to play Diallo. I think they need to play Diallo, get him better, and I think Diallo will be the future.
He needs a mentor. He needs like Larry Johnson or somebody to come in and show him if he got the right guidance and
he could be wrong.
That dude right. He's like a grown Zion Williamson.
I wouldn't say that.
His potential hasn't been unlocked. Zion, he's set free. You know, go do your thing. Be a monster. But Diallo, is that his name? Diallo.
Mm-hmm.
He is. You know, you got him bottled up. You can only do so much because you got Russ and the rest of the cats. And because you can tell he be trying to go for it in garbage time. He be trying to go for his.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, he got a mentor.
Yeah,
he'll
be up 20. He's trying to get
his.
like that windmill.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it though.
But I love it.
He was mad the other night. He was like, "Give me the ball." Dude was like, "No, man, I'm gonna dribble this out." He's like, He wanted to go dunk. Nobody was down there. He was down by himself.
He wanted
to go dunk.
Well, because think about it. Rookie year. What does he have that his rookie year? Because he know he's not going to win Rookie of the Year. He know he's not really going to play that much.
Championship?
The dunk contest. So he's trying to show off so he can get into that dunk contest.
Yeah, he ain't getting in that.
He might.
They only take what, 4 people?
Yeah, because you got to think the dude from Miami's in it. Derrick Jones Jr. That dude got ups beyond ups.
Okay.
His name is Derrick Jones Jr.
He got some hops.
He got hops. He's in it.
Little short dude. He got hops.
No, he's not short. He like 6'5", 6'6".
That's short. That's short to NBA, man.
Hey.
Shit, you got point guard 6'7".
You got him. Mitchell ain't gonna do it this year. Dennis Smith Jr. said he ain't doing it this year.
Who wasn't doing it?
Spider. Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
They not doing it this year.
Gordon ain't doing it this year.
You got all from there. You got all.
I want to see some new cats though.
Yeah,
I want to see some new cats. See what they got. I'm tired of seeing these dudes in the same old dunks and the same old tricks.
Hey,
and stuff.
Dennis Jones Jr. I think he can pull a 720 off.
Nah,
hell no.
He fall on his face.
Hell no.
He too short.
720.
The dude air up there. He only 6'5" and he did it.
No.
Them is camera tricks.
No, it's not camera tricks. That dude really did a 720.
Houdini, man.
Pause. Playback.
Rewind. Look. Hold on, man. I'm telling you.
Stephen A. Craig. I mean, what's up with Josh Gordon, man?
Josh Gordon, man.
What's up with this cat? How you get to the Patriots and flame out?
This dude, man.
He got mental issues, probably.
He don't need to play no more.
No, they're not gonna let him play no more.
He's done with the NFL. He's done. He's done with the NFL.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, Chris.
Play it back. I can't see. That looked like a 250.
Yeah, that wasn't 720. That was a 410.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Come on.
Whoa.
Ain't that a new phone? Can't get no better.
No, that's an old done. He did that back in the that's N1. That's back in the N1 days.
Who is this cat?
Air. His name is the Air up there.
That was nasty. Hold up. Rewind that.
1, 2.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Derrick Jones Jr. Derrick
Jones can't pull that off.
Yeah, he can.
He can't pull that off.
Okay, let me see it. Watch.
Slow mo.
1, 2. Ooh. Yeah, he got it.
720.
He got it.
Yeah.
That don't equate to the NBA though. That translate to the NBA.
I'm not impressed until I get a 985.
You trying to get a credit score, ain't you? You trying to get a good credit score.
This dude did 2. Wow.
So is the Rockets back on track?
They lost tonight.
Chris Paul hurt. They said Chris Paul
hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, and James Harden went down and was laying on the ground for a minute.
They lost tonight.
It's crazy. D'Antoni got him again.
How's Josh Gordon going to credit Tom Brady as a key factor helping him succeed? You wasn't successful, fool.
I mean, he had a sneak good year. A sneak good year because you ain't paying attention or whatever. He got however many catches, how many yards, whatever, a couple touchdowns.
Well, then he went and got high.
And then he had to go smoke. Just kept calling.
Man.
Pookie.
That's crazy.
Yep. But I think he can pull it off, man.
Well, I mean, what is your mind state when you got no worries in the world?
Hey man,
you have to worry about
money and
nothing.
Money and free time.
They say the idle mind is the devil's playground, ain't it? Ain't that right, Buck? Ain't that what they say?
Y'all watch Ballers?
Yeah.
Y'all watch Ballers? You ain't watch. You watch Ballers. Watch Ballers.
Wow.
That's a TV show, right?
Yeah. With Denzel's son in there. This nigga said The Rock. Yeah, Denzel Washington's son is there. He a key player in there. The nigga that played
the Black Klansman.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, damn.
That's his.
Andy Allen.
That's his.
I didn't know Denzel had a son.
Yeah.
He good.
Talk just like him.
Yeah. If you close your eyes, you think it was Denzel talking.
He's the head actor in Black Klansman.
Yeah. The black dude with the fro.
The police.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't know that was Denzel's son.
Yeah, that's his son. He's in Ballers. Ballers is good, man. It's good. It's better than
ain't that what he said, Buck?
Check it out, man.
I hate everybody that's non-white.
But what I was getting at is so it's who used to play, not Arian Foster, but who used to play in the league that executive produces that show and he writes all their content. He used to be a good player. He played running back. Anybody got IMDb? Real quick.
Google.
But anyway, with the player behind the scenes writing the scripts and doing all that, they put in shows where they struggle with the drugs and all that, and they show you how they get away with smoking and carrying on. Not him, not the creator, but he writes a lot for him. Rashard Mendenhall.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Rashard Mendenhall.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving them the insights of.
It's probably about him.
Of the league.
It's probably about him. That's probably why.
Rashard Mendenhall. Yep. He was good.
Hey man, next week's show we gonna have to give everybody gotta go see Aquaman.
We need to do a movie review on the real though.
Chris.
Yo, what up?
You gotta go see Aquaman, Chris.
Man, I don't know. That's just.
Chris, you gotta go see Aquaman, Chris.
I'll try, man.
God damn it, Chris.
It's gonna be wet. It's gonna be wet. You better put your wetsuit on.
I don't know if I can sit through movies like that.
You can sit through it, man. Buck, you down? Or you wanna go see it already? You gotta take Caden, don't you? You don't like Marvels?
You don't like Aquaman?
You don't like what?
Movies.
They don't?
Chris Paul to miss some time
Smart
after
kid.
injury and hamstring and lost.
Man, if it was about golf, he'd be up in that thing, though. Have you seen Happy Gilmore yet? but yeah, man. So, hey, man, predictions.
Dude holding a butterfly.
Yeah, predictions. Before we go, I gotta know 2 things.
Dallas.
OU beating Alabama, and is Dallas making the playoffs?
Dallas is dang sure making the playoffs.
Well, let's
Are they gonna
see.
beat the Bears?
Yeah, Dallas is making the play. I mean, as long as they don't lose the next 2 games.
They might.
All they gotta do is win one game.
If they put a goose egg up against Indianapolis, man, they might put a goose up against Tampa Bay.
Dead clock is right twice a day. I mean, they've been playing good. I don't understand how they lost to the Colts, but
it was a bad day. It was a bad day.
They can't have 2. They can't have 2 more of them. They gotta win 1 game.
No, if they lose this one and Philly and Washington win, they in trouble.
Well, they gotta win at least 1 game, and they guarantee. And I think they got who they play last? Cleveland.
No, Redskins. Ain't it?
Yeah, I mean that's a W. Whoever it is, the Giants. That's a W. They ain't got Odell and
Odell gone after
Eli
this
still trash. Odell just signed a 10-year deal, didn't he?
No,
he ain't going nowhere. He just signed a deal. Odell just signed a major. He got like $100 million. He ain't going nowhere.
He gonna request a trade.
No, they gonna get rid of Eli. They gonna force him to retire.
No, did you hear what the owner said about Odell? You need to shut up and just play football or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, he ain't gonna take that.
Nah, but he still got to pay that dude. That money is. He got a lot of guaranteed in that contract.
What about OU? OU beating Alabama, man?
$95 million.
Yeah.
$65 million guaranteed.
He'll never stop smiling.
Hey,
5 years.
Tell you, OU and Alabama.
Never stop smiling.
OU and Alabama. That's my last thing. OU and Alabama before we go.
OU.
My prediction is OU. And based on if OU continue to score and just maintain first and second down.
When we get them black shirts?
Yeah. Huh?
When we get them black shirts?
Buck, you want to chime in on that one?
You gave me.
OU and Alabama.
Alabama. But I'm not a Sooner though, so
I'm
going to be biased.
I'm not a Sooner fan either, but I understand OU's offense, but when they're going against a top 10 defense and a top 10 offense.
Alabama's on a different level.
You know what I mean? So
no, they not.
No,
they was.
I'm just saying. But see, they haven't played. They haven't played against the Big 12.
Yeah,
they haven't played what?
They haven't played against the
Big 12. They ain't played. So
and then Tua's not going to be 100%.
Tua's not 100%.
True.
And I'd love to see Jalen Hurts.
I would love to see Jalen Hurts too, because that slow ass quarterback from Texas was running all over the ass. Jalen can do that too. I mean, that's the thing.
Hey,
that's what y'all not realizing. Y'all looking at it and
I'm gonna tell you,
that.
If OU control first and second down on defense,
which is gonna be hard. They're going to have to move the pocket.
They've done it all season.
So let me ask you this. Let's go around the room real quick.
Like
what's your scores?
Alabama.
Ooh.
I don't even know, man.
Oh, man.
For Alabama OU?
Uh-huh.
I want to go.
I'm gonna say like 28.
42, 41. It's gonna be in the 40s. It's gonna be a 1-point game.
Huh. Okay, Chris.
I don't know. 35, 30, 31. 35, 31. OU.
What kind of blowout you see in your head, Uncle Uncle G?
No, I don't see no blowout. I see 35-42 OU.
I see like 28-42 Bama.
What? Get out of here!
I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Let me ask y'all one more question real quick. So, who do y'all think is gonna get the Super Bowl?
Well, you already know what these two dudes.
I mean, let's realistically.
All right, so
the two teams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2 teams in the Super Bowl.
I've removed Kansas City from my thought process when it comes to the Super Bowl. New England, no. I say Pittsburgh, and
Pittsburgh barely making it.
It's trust me, they haven't even played their best ball yet, and it's coming. Trust when I say that.
Pittsburgh and who?
I say Pittsburgh, and
I say the Rams.
I want to lean towards the Rams, but Jared Goff is not the answer. So I go Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers versus Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
It's on the wood.
On the wood. Who you got, Chris?
Wait, who'd you say?
Los Angeles Chargers versus Pittsburgh
Gotcha.
Steelers, with Pittsburgh winning the Super Bowl. Big Ben getting his second.
I'm going Dallas and Chiefs.
Woo!
Ooh. What you got?
That's
a lot of pressure on Dak, on Dakota. A lot of pressure.
I think he'll be all right, honestly.
We know Dallas, but who's the NFC?
Is you really think Dallas gonna make it?
I do.
To the Super Bowl?
I think they can make it.
They got to make.
You like this making? That's what you want to say. He's about to say, I would like them to make it.
No, I say Dallas and the Steelers.
Okay. What you got, Phil?
I'm gonna go with
I'm not believing in the Steelers or something.
I'm going with New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I'm going with the Saints. They defense picked up these last 2 weeks, and I'm gonna throw one in there. I'm gonna say the Texans.
Really?
The fuck out of here!
Nah, they 10-4, bro.
They okay. So first of all, they ain't got.
I'm gonna go with the Texans, man.
Okay.
It's gonna be Steelers and Bears.
I like that.
Bears winning it.
You sound worse than these guys over here on this down.
Let him talk his shit. Let him talk his shit. Let him talk his shit.
We got.
What you reckon?
I can talk a little mess.
What you reckon?
10-4.
10-4.
Yeah, let him talk their shit.
And our defense is dominating. You can't even throw a ball at our defense.
So before Khalil Mack, would they be 10-4?
No.
Okay then. Come on, man.
But I like New Orleans.
I didn't argue with you at all.
Man.
You're actually right. But he here.
I
like New Orleans, and like I said, I just want to throw that Texans in there because they are 10-4.
Yeah, I mean,
but I really think Pittsburgh will probably make it. But I'm shooting for.
I'm going against the Texans because of the coach. Bill O'Brien,
what is his name? Or whatever his name is.
Bill O'Brien. He ain't ready, man.
He may not be, man, but
not for the big game.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: that defense, the only defense that I see that's better than that defense is the Bears' defense. Because if you got J.J. Watt, you got Giovanni Clowney, you got Cushing, you got all them guys balling out, man. When it comes to playoffs, it's different.
There's some pretty good defenses out in the league this year. Only thing is that they often suck, and it's making them exposed.
But Watson and Hopkins is balling right now.
They stay on the field all the time.
Watson and Hopkins is balling right now.
That's the only thing that's saving. That's making their defense look a whole lot better. Is because their offense is so good.
Y'all think the Browns gonna make it? Playoffs?
Wait, what you mean? They winning ways right now.
No, they need somebody to tie. They need somebody. I mean, it's crazy.
But they 6-7-1. They 6-7-1, right?
Yeah, or 2. I think they tied twice, didn't they?
They tied once.
6-7-1.
Yeah, they got an outside shot.
They got an outside shot.
They on a 2-game
Wild card.
winning streak.
Wild card. Who they play
Won 2 in a
next?
row.
Click on it. Who they play next? the Bengals. They can beat them. Then they got the Ravens to end with. The Ravens is scary, man. They're averaging 250 yards with old boy behind that line.
Yeah.
They scary, man.
I say the Browns gonna win. They're gonna win out. They got 2 games left.
Yep, everybody.
They're gonna win out. They're gonna be what 8-7, 8-7-1.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna make the playoffs like that, but I think they're gonna win out.
Well, if they beat the Ravens and the Steelers lose, they could.
I don't think. See, I already picked the Steelers to go to Super Bowl. So
I'm talking about if they lose a game though. I think they clinched the playoff spot. So.
Still on that Bears crap?
No, you hear that music?
You hear the music?
This ain't the Oscars, thing. You know, cue the music up on me, eh?
Wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
They're telling me I gotta hurry up. I gotta wrap up my speech. Oh, so you ready? You gonna turn it up? All right. So this has been another episode of Turn on the Game, the podcast. To download this episode or any that you missed, log on to turnonthegame.com, Spotify, Podbean app, iHeartRadio, Google Play, or Apple Podcasts. You can also catch us at blackandstudios.com. Thank you for listening, downloading, liking, and following the show. Don't forget to get at us on your favorite platforms. Our official Twitter is at @TurnOnTheGame_. That is all wrong. Turn on the _game. Follow us on Instagram at Turn on the Game. You can also email us at turnonthegame4@gmail.com.
Turn on.
Turn on.
I would like you to turn on.